YouTube, Bullhornbetty here. So this is related to Jackie Dobbs. Many of you guys seen that incredible interview Don B uploaded for us to see. Great job, by the way, Don B. I thought he was really honest. I really did. I thought he did very well. I never really thought Jackie Dobbs had anything to do with it. I'm glad you got him on the record. But, Summer went missing June 15th, right? She's been gone for over a year. Nobody's heard from her. Nobody's seen her. A lot of people speculated that it was potentially Jackie Dobbs that may have had something to do with it because him and Jody Sue also had an issue. One of the things that I brought away is he said Jody Sue lied on him, right? Everybody used to believe everything that came out of Jody Sue's mouth until they realized she's lying about everything, right? So, there are some truths in her lies. I talk about it all the time on this channel that, we always try to find the truth in the lies because there is some foundation of truth in that lie. So, at any rate, he was talking about the cameras. Remember, many of us were asking about the cameras on the way out. If you remember, one of the first times we went to that area, we were taking photographs of that intersection, and a lady came out, and she was very upset that we were there. She just didn't want her. Well, she was upset that she didn't want her house videotaped and shown on YouTube. So, at any rate, she let us know that there was cameras. That's how she saw us, is her cameras. So we just found out on Don B's video that those cameras were there and law enforcement got the recordings. Take a listen.
I heard that there was a camera on that neighbor up there on Beach Creek Road.
Yeah.
That they had a camera, and I heard that the law had those tapes and saw Candus going out one or two times.
See, I heard that, and I figured that's how they knew that.
Yeah, they know something.
Yeah.
So as you see, that is why Candus talked about flying out of there a couple times. And first it was one time. Then if you recall, a little bit later, it became 2 times that she left. And I always wondered, was that a mistake? Because, we were all following this case as if what they were saying was truthful and accurate. We kind of had our own suspicion of who might have information and things like that. But in all fairness, we did go out there with an open mind to prove or disprove a number of theories, And one of the things was the truck leaving. And I've even said it on many of my lives. Was it possible that when she left, that's when she was leaving potentially with Summer? Because I never understood, if you're saying that your daughter was just there not even 10 minutes ago and she is gone, you would naturally think on that big greenery, especially if she may or may not have walked off before. Remember, we heard Jose said that she was caught by her father down at the end of the driveway. So far, we know Don lies about a lot of things. We don't know Jose that well. So if you're trying to, weigh the options of what could be potential, what could not, or possible rather, I would lean for Jose, that a 5-year-old kid may wander down a driveway. That makes sense to me, right? That a 5-year-old never wanders off ever doesn't probably ring true for any 5-year-old. So it was always funny to me why she would just jump in a truck and leave from the last place she saw Summer when she clearly could not have searched an entire area in that little bit of time from the time she thought she went missing to the time she left in the van. Now, we don't have the timeline. We don't have the timestamps of those videos. We haven't even seen those videos. All that has happened here is that Don B was able to confirm through his interview with Jackie Dobbs that yes, there were cameras on that house. Yes, the law enforcement has those cameras. And yes, that is the reason why they were able to see Candus come and go at least twice that we know of. So there you have it, folks. I am interested in what your thoughts are. Again, I thought that interview was pretty darn good. And if you guys have not gone over to Don B's channel, I definitely recommend you going over there and watching the entire Jackie Dobbs interview.
Is live life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Make herself happy.
Yeah.
And if we can go out, with a good conscience, knowing we done the best we could. It don't matter how much money you got, don't matter this, nothing matters. You got a good conscience when you go out, that's all that matters.
It saddens me because I don't understand why anybody would point the finger at this man. I find him completely credible, within reason. Everybody has their own interpretation of something, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's a lie, right? It's their interpretation. But I didn't get that he was being dishonest, but that's just me, okay? That's my opinion. I felt bad for him by the time the interview was done, because when we were out there, we didn't even, he came up, but when you looked at everything, he didn't look significant. And as many of you know, we have tried to reach out to him for an interview. However, never as a person that we thought did anything. Actually, we wanted to provide him a platform so he could tell his side, because I didn't believe he was anywhere, shape, or form responsible for this. But again, his name was on a list, right? But by the time he was done, I have to be honest with you, I really, really felt bad that this man has undergone everything that he did. I'm glad Don B got an opportunity to let the world hear him and hear an honest interview with this guy. And I don't see how, outside of him being at a property in and around the time that this girl went missing, he has nothing. It sounds like he's pretty weak and old. It doesn't sound like he's going to be wrestling through woods and it doesn't make sense. After talking to him, after hearing him, it just doesn't make sense. That's just my 2 cents. Guys, let me know what you think. Again, if this was valuable, like, share, and subscribe. I do recommend you going over to Don B's channel to get the full interview. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care and God bless.